He can watch the game. So, yeah, so if you're watching the game now, he about to be watching the game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Ware takes the give from Mahomes, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
You had to know, nigga. You had to know.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hold on, Tommy Gunn.
Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, shit.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Miller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Go get your food, man. Well, she told me I could come. Hopefully, she is ready too, because it's cold outside.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Watson on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Changing topics here for just a second to look ahead to our Thanksgiving slate. You know, you got Chicago and Detroit early, but then, of course, Dallas late. And it's a rivalry game. They host Washington.
Yeah, and how great is that we're going to get that one on Thanksgiving, because they've given us some memorable ones throughout the years. And it's always interesting to hear just how intense this rivalry is, even in today's NFL. I've talked to guys who have played for both Dallas and Washington, and they always say it's such a struggle when they hear they have to go to the other team. No matter what the circumstances, that's the one team that you don't want to go play for. And they always say it's very strange to put on that other uniform.
Whoever wins that game, the turkey will taste a lot better in the locker room after. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll leave this for Ware. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go now. Green,
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Mahomes now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Blue 45. Blue.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to air one out. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's got his man in the crossing route. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's Thomas. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first
What gun you got,
See if they do just that.
Well, I know only one I got to do it. So
QT complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Pick it up. We'll have fun with this game. We'll eat this.
One play has him up
What's up,
past
Sammy,
the 40
boy?
already.
What's up, Sammy,
Another
down
first
there,
and
boy?
10. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker,
I mean,
half
these are, what do you call them,
defensive
Texans?
back. The linebacker in him on that play
Oh, my
emerged.
extras live in Texas.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Give me the rock, give me the rock, there, boy.
Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You learn how to play it the Madden way.
Oh, come on, son. You gotta get it. Son of a bitch.
A big kick there. We'll call
That's
it
a big kick there,
56
big
yards
boy.
on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take
That's a big
over with
kick
a
there.
long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
big kick
So here's
there,
the
boy.
Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
That
They were able to
motherfucker
get the
dead
stop
there, boy.
defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Dangerous.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
It's a small thing. It's a small thing.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Green 39.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be brought back to the 22. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, Make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Get out of there. You might make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
To throw on second is Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D. Ford able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And the hit, Jordan. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Goes to Ware on the screen. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
Ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
That's taken it around the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. We're back now in KC. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss.
Oh, he done gone nuts.
Down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Oh, Tommy John, he done went nuts.
Conversion is successful with a
He done
sizable
pissed
gain
me
of
off.
15, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll toss it to Miller. And he went backwards.
I like it.
At the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run it again with Miller. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 30 yards, and the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chiefs on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run now with Ware. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And going deep for Hill. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, that was enough right there.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Butker now to kick this one away.
We're gonna go ahead and get the ball back in.
And now out comes Houston. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Watson now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Blue 80. Blue 80.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And now here comes Kansas City. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Rare. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
You know how we do trying to this greatness.
Good game, baby. Good game.
Yeah.
Here we go. Green 90.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Ready. Green 39.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, and it's 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. They run it here. Ware. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Ware stops short on 4th and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The 4th down run successful. Look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff to Miller. And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do